And I'm live. There we go. Let's see if that's good. Welcome to MacBean's Cash Fitness. Full of the healthy fitness chat and nutrition. There we go. So I just got off. I go with my chat with Prepper Nation. So hello to all the beaverines that popped back in the chat. I appreciate it. Went to the store. I was planning on getting a lot of different vegetables and that, but the store vegetables didn't look very good. First of all, I was looking for green onions and chives. They didn't have either. The peppers were old, definitely past their, what I would consider me paying money for. If they were given away, I would have took them. But so the only thing I ended up buying was some mushrooms. Still get the potato, and I'm going to throw some hot dogs in there too. Make a nice, nutritious peel apart here. This trick never works. Breakfast. And it's a late breakfast, but I had to drive into town so I could get a good enough signal for StreamYard. I can get away with just having one-on-one. Hey, Ray, how we doing? But if I want to do StreamYard, my hotspot will not support it here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for stopping in. So we're going to use the bacon for nutrition, meat flavor, all that good stuff. And also the cooking medium for the potatoes and the mushrooms. And hot dogs. Can't make breakfast without cracking some eggs. Yep. Let's get it cracking. So, haven't made it to the butcher yet, so I'm on my store-bought stuff that I had in the freezer the other day. Gotta cook it up anyway. I do gotta make it to the local Hy-Vee here pretty soon. I'm also reheating my potato soup I made yesterday. So I got that on the simmer burner, getting it warmed up because that'll be my lunch. So I got the bacon cooking. What I'll do is I'll peel the potato. I'm only doing one because it's just me. Got my favorite peeler from Cutco Knives. So remember, you'll see my buddy Lucky O'Day at cutco.com. Shout out to all the beaverines that watched my chat on Prepper Nation. That was fun. Hey, Winter Boy, how we doing? So chop that up in cubes. Do the same thing with the meat. Potatoes we do first because they take the longest to cook. Give it a quick rinse. Once again, my favorite ones. How's it over in jolly old England? So we're done with some of our cold weather. I think it's going to make it in the 50s today. So after breakfast, I'll go for my hike. And then I'll eat lunch. And I'll try to get in there for a quick bench workout. If not, then it'll have to be Tuesday. I'll have to hit it pretty heavy. But the heat is killing me. I gotta get closer. I can't read that far. I've been editing an intro for my channel. This makes it look more professional. Yeah, I'm going to learn how to do that one of these days. I mean, can you do that through YouTube, or do you have to do it through a different program? If I do it through YouTube, then I'll make a couple videos, hey. But right now, I'm just not putting the time in it to learn all those editing skills. Other things are taking up my time, work, life, join life, things like that. One of these days I'll get me a nice intro. I think it'll probably be when I go visit my daughter, and I'll have her do it for me. A different app, and then save it, and you can just place it in. Like, is it like when you're adding a card, or they got something they say add? I'll probably when I go visit my daughter Cheyenne, I'll have her do it for me. I mean, it took me a long time just to get the old logo. It's got a fitness logo to appear on there on my videos. So, but today was a good day. I was on Prepper Nation's channel this morning for about an hour. We talked about prepping and how fitness relates to it. And I appreciate everybody that came over from there. Appreciate the thumbs up, help with the analogs, analytics, all that good stuff. I got the baking going. I also am got the simmer burner on my potato soup. I'll get that nice and warmed up, and that'll be what I have to eat before I go to the gym. And then I have bread and cheese and sandwich meat at work. It's easy to do. Just type in YouTube intro apps. Okay, I'll have to try that. See if I can make an intro app. I'll have to. I do have a thing where I can stitch the videos together. Sometimes it works, but I do that with my phone. Something to try to do there. Hey, John, how we doing? Let's see, I decided that I got a good enough signal for at least my video end of it. So I've got bacon going, chopped up a potato, I got mushrooms. I went to the store, the vegetable section looked very bad. I mean, none of the vegetables there were worth buying, even the fruits. So I'm going to have to go check a different store later on today. I was wanting to pick up, green onions and chives and green peppers and things like that, but none of the stuff they had there I was going to pay money for. But thanks for joining in. John from Prepper Nation. If you haven't followed this channel, I highly suggest it. It's a very good channel. I've been following that for a long time. So the people got to hear my more opinionated self. Hopefully, I didn't offend anybody. I don't think I did. It's just, I think when we got into the parenting discussion, there were some people that had a different feeling about it, and that's fine. I was just saying how I do it. Other people might do it a different way. But time and effort. Talking about reusing things, I use this for my food bucket. All the scraps go in there, and I toss it out in the garden. I got it pretty rototilled up pretty good. Still needs to probably get hit one more time before I start actually putting things in there. I see the Chef Beaver himself is her chief. The Chief Beaver himself is here. There we go. There we go. Now it makes sense. I explained to the body beat down how to go live. He thought you needed 1,000 subs to do it. So now he's going to do some lives. Oh, cool. And I thought that too, but you do need a certain amount of subs to do it. And but I've done I think 2 lives now on my MacBean farms and prepping, and I mean I got a little bit around 500 and some change on there. But I think you had to get over 500 or close to it before you could do a live. And he's going to get ready to set to do it, and he needs 50 subs? Oh, okay. I don't know, for seeing a long time, that option just wasn't there. But I can't remember exactly when. But mostly one day it popped up. But the first time I did a live, it made me wait 24 hours. So here I was all ready to roll. I said, nope, you gotta wait 24 hours. I don't know what that was all about. But, so I've done 2 lives on that channel, just trying to get my viewing hours up. Because you need like 4,000 and I only got like 214 hours on that one. But I don't care if that one monetizes or not. This is my main channel. There's a cap on how many people can join the live. Oh, okay. Well, I never had that problem. But so yeah, so it's going to be eggs. So I get the eggs from the farmer down the road. We get all different types of colors and sizes. I got 7 more dozen in the fridge. I do eat them every day, so I only go through about 4 dozen a week. The egg is the best source to get all 20 amino acids is your egg. It's one of the few foods that have them all. You know, a lot of them will have like 9 of the essential ones. Some will have 7 of them, you know, but the egg has all 20 amino acids. Then I will be putting a video out on somebody had said something on one of their Facebook feeds that was wrong. And going back and watching all his other stuff he's done, he knows he's wrong. They made a comment, well, you don't need to eat protein because your liver produces all the protein your body needs. Well, that's a half truth. Yes, the liver does produce the proteins for your body to use. How does it produce them? By combining amino acids. Where does it get the amino acids from? The protein that you eat. So I don't know if he just said it wrong on purpose, or he, seen something said, oh, the liver produces your proteins. Oh, well, I don't need to eat protein. And I think he corrected himself later, but the thing is, he says, well, and this ain't up for debate. Well, it is up for debate because what you said is wrong. Does the liver produce protein? Yes. You have to eat protein for it to do it. Adult chocolate every day for copper. Never knew you needed that. Oh, yeah, you need all sorts of stuff. So if you look at a multivitamin and start reading all the things it contains, copper's in here. So copper, this has 0.5 milligrams, which is 80% of my daily need. So on here, I've got pretty much, and I take one of these every day to supplement. Hey, Christopher, how we doing? What I might be missing by food, but of course, yes, you want to try to get it from food. Food's your best source. And food is more nutritious. It's more fun to eat. Be cautious with vitamins. So you don't have to be cautious with a multivitamin. Well, you're only taking one a day. Most of your vitamins, you would have to take a huge amount before it becomes problems. Now, there are some you need to be careful with. Iron, you need to not overdo it. But then again, most people are deficient in it. And then vitamin K. The reason you won't find vitamin K in almost all of your multivitamins is if you're on blood thinners, it will mess with that. So if you are on any sort of blood thinner, you need to talk to your doctor before you take vitamin K. And I've covered it on a few of my videos. C, you can take as much as you want, and I usually take it a couple times a day so it doesn't store. Vitamin D, there is so much you can take, but it's a large dosage. I mean, most of them are only about 1,000 to 3,000 milligrams, and you'd have to take in excess of 50,000 before it might be a problem. Might be, they're not sure. And the vitamin D that your body produces through sunlight, there is no limit. It can produce as much as you need. If it overproduces it, it's different. It doesn't mess with the liver. I don't know why, but it's just one of those things. Yep. Paradise Acres, how we doing? So Sun's out there, so I'm gonna go for a walk today. I missed it on the last 2 days because it was just cold and cloudy. I don't like to go for a walk when it's like that. So after this, I will be going. Too much vitamin B? Yeah, but you would have to take a huge amount of it. I mean, you really would have to, and take vitamin B with food. If you take B complexes on an empty stomach with other stuff, it can interact and cause you some problems. But B vitamins are good for energy. They're good for feeling energy. They're good for B3 is good for controlling your cholesterol, but do take it with food. And vitamin C also is great for healing. Having vitamin C helps you heal more quickly. But you're right. Some vitamins you don't just want to take a handful of. You never want to take a handful of the same anyway. All right, so pulling the bacon off. And the bacon, I really just, besides its flavor, and I like eating it, a lot of reasons I'm using it is just for the grease. So this is what I'm going to cook the potatoes in, is the bacon grease. So the potatoes are going first. I'll chop up the hot dogs, they'll go in next. Mushrooms always go in last. And then I usually throw 3 or 4 eggs over the top of it to kind of bind it all together. And it makes it a really nice, delicious one. Stopped by on my way outside to get physical. Great live this morning. Thank you. I knew it would be beavering strong. Yes. So I got to talk about things that I generally don't really talk about in here because this is about nutrition and it's, it's all positive stuff. I want people to come here and feel good about getting back into the gym or going outside for walks and things like that. So I keep it pretty much somewhat politically neutral, although sometimes it does slip out. So, got the bacon just about done. Got a lot of bacon grease. And cooking in bacon grease is better than cooking in vegetable oils or seed oils. Better than vegetable oil too. And we're talking about how nutrition plays a big role in how you feel. So I did read up on a study where they had 100 kids that were ADD, and they took them off their meds and got them away from the junk food and fed them healthy food. And within like a 3-month period of time, 70% of them no longer had the ADD and did not need the drugs. So if you're feeding your kids or you're letting your kids eat garbage, it is going to cause issues. I know it caused me issues when I was a kid. I used to like a lot of sugar. I used to add sugar to Frosted Flakes. And I was very hyper in school. And I know had I been in the school system now, they would have probably put me on some sort of medication. I didn't need medication. What I needed was to eat better. But I was a kid. And my dad was already to work. My mom was still sleeping. The older siblings were already gone. So I ate junk. And there's Hook. Bacon separates those who understand happiness to the dark gloom of sullen world. There we go. Bacon is love, bacon is life. I agree. I like that. And we got Grenade Launcher. How we doing? So thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Thanks for being on the live earlier today. I had fun with that. So I just added potatoes. I'll let them cook a while. So to cook a good meal is going to take about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, because you just can't hurry good food. You can't do it. Protected Sanctuary, how we doing? Welcome, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. So I got the potatoes in there. They're going to take the longest to cook. The hot dogs will go in later because I had a couple in there. And if I don't use them, then they'll be in there too long. I got mushrooms to put in towards the very end. Then I got 4 eggs to pop over the top of it. And that is going to make a very nutritious meal, along with a glass of Fairlife milk. So that's eating good. Paradise Acres, how we doing? Bacon's my favorite flavor. I like bacon. Bacon. I like sausage too, but bacon is my favorite. During the summer, when the garden is in full swing, I'll eat a lot of BLTs. You know, I'll cook up a few pounds of bacon and slice up a few tomatoes. The wife did buy some. I didn't have to work. The BLTs would be one of the meals I'd have. I don't know, maybe I'll make some and take work with me. I got bread, I got tomatoes, I got bacon. I think BLTs will be going to work. That looks awful good. So, last thing I'll be putting there is the eggshells. I fill this about every other day. But every other day I'll have this filled, throw it out in the garden. I've already rototilled the area 3 times. I got one more time I need to go through it. Oh, here comes Binks. Come from a little foray. And come out the door. Let me in, Danny. So she's more apt to go out now because I let her back in. Oh, this is my minister. You want to say hi to everybody? I know. Come on, let's say hi to everybody. Say hi. So this was a wildcat. For 6 years, wouldn't get near me. And now she's attached to my hip, aren't you? You're attached to my hip. Oh, good information. Grind them up. Yeah, and that's true. I've been told that. I just been throwing them out there. Eventually, they'll get in the soil. The way I look at it is I've been putting them out there in the soil for 20 years. So I've got that constant supply going in there. We are right. It is correct. If I grind them up, it'll absorb in there faster. Thing is, I'm not only throwing eggs in there, I'm throwing coffee grounds in there, potato skins, stuff like that. But I do have some of those I do have a small one that I don't really use anymore because it just got so dirty, so maybe I'll use that for that process. I'll get ready to get the mushrooms, so I think I can put the hot dogs in now. And next, got some mushrooms. Mushrooms don't take long. Mushrooms, high in vitamin K. What do mushrooms have? Yeah, a lot of the other vegetables do not. So this is where you get a lot of your minerals from that you won't get from regular food. And that's why it makes it healthier for you. to me, the happiness is good food. Now, one thing, kind of an interesting note is my cat has no interest in table food at all. I know dogs would be different, but no, she just eats dry food. I've even bought her the fancy canned stuff, and she don't particularly care much for it. Now she'll eat a mouse in a heartbeat, and she is a very good mouser. And she managed to become a house cat this summer, or this winter. Loves to sweat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Absolutely. A little respect back to you too, Paradise Acres. You have fun. You're probably a couple degrees warmer than I am. Pretty sure you're in the state just a little southwest of me, which I was just there during Easter. The weather was beautiful. And then we had like 5 days of beautiful weather here. And then I guess last night they had a really good show for the Northern Lights. But it was cloudy here, so we missed it here. I think I seen one little glimpse of it, and I was trying to figure out what it was, and then the clouds moved in. I was like, rats. So if I cooked on a higher heat, yes, everything would cook more quickly. But the advantage of a slow cook is you give time for all the spices to really kind of soak in there and get in there. That helps greatly. So appreciate you guys joining me on this. I want to here. I forgot my notes at work. I may post as I might just repost it as a premiere so we can do a live chat. But the question was, a statement was made in a Facebook group that you don't need to eat protein because your liver produces the protein your body needs. It was a half truth. Okay, yes, the liver does produce the protein. You need to eat protein so it can do it. So, the body breaks things down and rebuilds them. That's how you get your nutrition. So it breaks the proteins down to their aminos, recombines those aminos to the special proteins that you need for your processes. All right, that's how the body works. That's one of those things where if you just, did a quick Google search, does the liver produce protein? Yes. Oh, well, you must be right. And now for the rest of the story. So I just knew that I didn't do right. And that's why vegetarians need to have probably sometimes like, we're talking about protein shakes and that. Sometimes they need to do that as a supplement because it's very hard to get enough protein that your body needs from vegetables. Beans do have a lot of them, but you can only eat so many beans. Dairy, milk, meats, whether it's poultry, fish, pork or beef are your best sources. Soy is a source, beans are a source, but and your best source, best all-around source, is the incredible edible egg. Now that they're always pushing all these junk foods on you, they're trying to say, oh, chicken and this is bad for you, eggs are bad. No, they're not. They're the best thing for you. The best way to get them is from the neighbor. That's the best way. But even from the store, they still have their nutritional value. All right, what we'll do is tear bacon in chunks. Even bigger chunks than that. Smaller chunks than that. And put back into the mix here. And add the mushrooms. And then the eggs. And we will be ready to eat. Now I am still heating my potato soup from yesterday. I have that video out there, making Bear Creek soup but even better. I'll put the mushrooms in. We got potatoes. We got mushrooms. We got bacon. We got hot dogs. Now, what I wanted to add in there is I wanted to have green peppers and onions, and green onions to put in there, but the store I was at, first of all, they didn't have the green onions, and their peppers were in condition that I was not going to pay money for. It was unfortunate, and I think I know the store just happened to be closed, but I've run into that before. Remember Cutco knives? And Fair Lake milk. So the mushrooms don't take long at all to cook. What's up, Bakes? I'm going around that side because I got my power cord. I had run my phone out of juice. So Fair Lake milk, great source of protein. This has half the sugar and 50% more protein than regular milk. So it's very, very affordable nutrition. Highly recommend it. All right. One more stir. Let's add the egg in. The eggs are about 6 to 8 grams of protein per egg. These are smaller ones, so we're going to call them 6. So I got 24 grams of protein in there, probably another at least 6 grams of protein with the meats. That's 30. There's another 20, there's 50. So plenty of protein. Sit there and put my secret recipe spices on it. Crushed ground pepper and sea salt. Oh, the secret's out. Then I just kind of stir the eggs into them until they cook. Like I said, the eggs just kind of act like a binder to the meal. I did see a recipe that I'm going to try maybe one of my lunchtime ones with canned chicken. Then I was making double eggs there for a while. Oh, those are so good. Might do that again too. So the eggs cook up pretty quick, especially when you split them up thin. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is eating good in the neighborhood. So eggs, bacon, hot dogs, potatoes, and mushrooms. And I saved these and give back to my egg supplier, so he has them. Who we got here? Jack, how we doing? You eat the entire egg yolks as well? Yes, I do. Now, if I hard boil them, I'll like say if I eat 8 hard boiled eggs, I'll take the yolks out of 4 of them. All right, but yes, I eat the whole egg. Don't forget the steak sauce. You got that right, Ray. That's right where I was going. You read my mind. It's A1. It's for eggs. It's not for steak. If you're putting A1 on a steak, you ruined it. You either didn't cook it right, or you didn't buy the right type of meat to begin with. It's a steak sauce, but now it says, no, this is a original sauce now. Good marketing. Let's go see how this tastes. There's one mushroom. There you are. The trick is once you open up the mushrooms, you put them in a brown paper bag. And then they last longer as long as you don't throw them on the floor. And that's why once I buy mushrooms, I try to cook them every day. Because really, they're only good for about 3 or 4 days in the fridge before you have to rethink whether you're going to eat them or not. So they go in the brown paper bag. That is so good. Everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Remember, members have benefit of email me anytime they want for nutrition advice. I appreciate those of you that do the membership and encourage you to continue to do so. Be aware sometimes YouTube does kick members out for whatever reason. I've been kicked out of 2 of my, not kicked out, but my membership had ended and I didn't end it. So I had to restart it. So if you are a member, make sure you double check and make sure that you still are. You know, if you can afford it, $4. And I do appreciate the support. So everyone, remember, rest, good nutrition, and proper exercise. After I finish this, I'm going for a walk, and then probably lunch, and then it will be time to go to the gym. So, there we go, Longwolf. Did they do that to you? So they did it to me on Prepper Nation. They also did it to me on Alaska Prepper. Also, I'm like, hey, where's my icon? What's going on here? So YouTube sometimes does strange things. But anyway, everybody, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. And I appreciate the support. God bless you too, Hook. And everybody, enjoy life. Get outside. Go have some fun. That's what I'm going to go do.